So we are back with another episode of 5 cool mods for Fallout 4, a series where I show you some of the interesting new releases for Fallout 4 that came out over the past ever so long. In today's episode, I'm actually showing you a mix of some mods that are totally new and really cool. I'm not doing mods weekly this week because I'm going home for Thanksgiving, but at the same time, I'm actually showing you a few ports that just got released, and actually these are fairly old mods, like mods that I haven't covered in quite a few months. So even if you're a PC player, you may have just missed my original video on them, and thus this may be your first introduction to them anyway. Starting things off, we have the Battlefield 1 animation pack for the M1911A1. This is actually for the M1911A1 that was made by Oh Dear. This is really cool. This is actually really high quality. It's taking inspiration from the Battlefield 1 animations for the guns in that game, obviously very specifically for the M1911. It's not just a rip of those or anything. These are totally recreated, just again, heavily inspired by those. What that means is it's kind of a one-handed animation. It looks really cool, and if you played Battlefield and like what you see in that game, you're going to probably like it in Fallout 4. Since some of you guys may have not heard of it, the M1911A1 by Oh Dear is actually a really cool handgun. It has pretty much everything you want. You have your standard kind of receiver options, the barrel options, 2 different silencers you can pick from, as well as you could do the tactical rail to get sight scopes, things like that. But also it has a lot of really high quality texture options. I'm obviously only showing you 2 of these, but all of them are just like top notch. So then that coupled with these animations really makes this a very cool gun to use in the game. And of course these animations are unique for this gun, so it's definitely going to stand out from other pistol mods. Honestly, all around great work by Oh Dear and Zest of Lemon. The combination of this gun and the new animations really give this a whole new fresh air, a breath of new life into the weapon, and I think I'm going to re-download it and use it in my playthrough now. Then we do have Commonwealth Prosthetics, or the synthetic arm. Basically what this is doing is using the synth arm that you do see in some other aspects of Fallout 4 and putting that into some female armor or clothing types. There's going to be 3 different options here, all having varying degrees. I think 2 of these really land, and one's kind of weird. It almost looks like a lawyer or like nun or proper outfit for a female. I don't know, it just doesn't really fit with the rest of the aesthetic, but the other 2 are really freaking cool, and all around this is a pretty freaking cool armor. This is something a few mod authors have dabbled with. We've had synthetic legs, a few other synthetic arms, but I feel like this is going to be one of the better ones out there. Again, fortunately, it is female only. There's no way to use this on a male right now. Regardless, a lot of people do use these female armor types, as well as maybe someone will convert this in the future, although I wouldn't keep your hopes up. And it definitely is pretty interesting, whether you want to use this on your own character or even on a companion. I mean, if you really get into like the roleplay of Fallout 4, you could have like a big fight and your companion gets down and then give them this as if they lost their arm. I don't know, do people do that? Either way, it's a cool and interesting mod without venturing into the slutty category, which I know a lot of you will like or maybe really dislike. Then we do have the release of the Heavy Institute armor, otherwise known as Corpus Presidium. So this is actually a mod I did show you in upcoming mods for quite a while now, and it's freaking cool. Basically, as you can see, it's going to add in a new Heavy Institute armor. This is going to be appearing on Institute coursers as well as synth leaders, and that's largely going to be one of the only ways you get the basic type. There's a few you could buy from the Institute, but of course that involves siding with them at least somewhat, as well as they're fairly expensive. Those are going to be kind of the special or legendary variants. All around, it's a really high quality armor. There's a few basic modifications you can make to it, as well as some of those special variants do have some differences as far as the visuals go, but largely this is the look and feel of the armor, and honestly I again just love it. It looks very Institute. It feels like something that could have been in the game by default, and definitely is high quality. One other thing that I really love here is some of those special variants are actually locked behind a quest wall. There's going to be one available by default, but then after you finish the quest Mass Fusion, you'll actually get the other 2. I just really love when mod authors do this. I feel like it adds in more rewards for some of the vanilla aspects of the game, and I just think that's cool and something not enough people do. So we do have the Train Power Armor. This is a mod that I did cover quite a while ago on PC. Since then, it's had a few updates on PC, as well as it just was ported over to Xbox One. Basically, it's going to be another train-themed power armor, but it has a kind of special framework or functionality with it. As you do move around in this power armor, you do build up steam, and then you do have this kind of special ability that releases all that steam and damages enemies around you, as well as, of course, featuring custom sound effects and all that. It does work with HUD framework and actually require it, so you can see your steam build up, as well as there's a pretty interesting way to get the armor that involves some cool voice acting. All around, it's a ton of fun to use. It's very different than other power armors out there, both in the look of it. I feel like it has a very distinctive look, and just the added functionality that it brings to the table. It's not just a armor that you walk around in, but it has something a little bit more unique and special about it. So then last but not least, we have the port of the police officer's outfit. This is a really cool mod. First and foremost, it's going to add in a bunch of kind of police officer or SWAT outfits. These are ranging from a regular police officer, a vest and helmet for them, some SWAT outfits, things like that. And these are really cool. This was the large bulk of this mod for a while and why a lot of people downloaded it initially. The reason I'm telling you about it today is, well, it was ported over to Xbox One, but even beyond that, one of the later updates brought leveled-less integration for a few of these on the Diamond City security. So now as you go through Diamond City, you'll actually find the security wearing this police officer uniform. I don't know, I've always wanted this. I think it's really cool. A few people have almost done this in the past, but no one released a mod before this guy. So if you want to dress up like a cop or a SWAT agent or wear some of that body armor, then use this. Or if you want to see the Diamond City dressed up like that, also use this. Either way, again, I think it's a really cool mod and I'm happy to see it finally being ported over. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you're going to download some of these mods, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you all next time.